Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the fire type monotype team. We are still in the series. I actually took a break of like 3 weeks total of doing videos, so you didn't see it on YouTube because I just did videos prior. But yeah, we're back. We are back and we are going to try out a triple fire team, and we start off against Empoleon with Waterfall. That seems to be maybe not the ideal way of starting. But yeah, we are still in the monotype series. I hope I can continue this fully. I still have a lot of battles recorded. I want to continue this one. The thing is, of course, I see that a lot of people are not that interested in this one, which is grand. I think a lot of people are just generally not interested in this season, which I understand as well. I feel like this season is quite difficult, personally, not gameplay wise, just to keep motivation up. And one of the main reasons for this is actually the change of the battle system, which we have, of course, currently as an option, because we still have the other Kapanor to train for the World Championship. But yeah, basically the biggest issue in my opinion is just that Great League is actually available the entire time, forcing you to go for something that you would usually most likely not want to. Like, you can't go for like any of the special cups. By the way, here we still win the first battle while we go up against a waterfall user in the lead. Like, that was kind of wild. But yeah, kind of what I want to say with this is I do think that this season was most likely so far my least favorite season. I think even the interlude season have been better, just generally in terms of interest, in terms of excitement. I feel like I usually enjoy those limited metas a lot, but now where Great League is available the entire time, nobody's playing those limited metas, because why would you if you want to? Great League is like the most favorable league. It's the league that most people are going to enjoy watching. And this thing as well that you're gonna see, I haven't really done a lot of top team videos. I might still do another top team video, maybe for like legend teams or whatever, because there's so many legend teams right now as well, because a lot of people more hit legend now. But basically I haven't done anything for other metas because I'm just not seeing the point of me spending hours in order to then basically nobody really watching it, because nobody's replaying that meta. Like, it's for me time that, especially now with me having a full-time job as well on the side, is just not something that I can really do. So that's why I'm not really doing it right now. But maybe it's very sad that we didn't get the move off here, because it's kind of changed a lot in the way this game is gonna play out. But yeah, maybe in the future when we have the next season coming up, we can hopefully get around to do top team videos again for limited metas, because yeah, again, like right now it just wasn't the right time. Anyway, we're currently at 1-1 with a fire type team. Fire type team was something that I was thinking is going to be quite difficult. By the way, again, we go for 2 sets, and if the opponent lags out in the beginning, that is not my issue. Like, that is really not my issue. So yeah, we just gonna play on here. But we can talk a little bit about the team we have. I think they're coming back, by the way. Yeah, they came back here right now. They have 9 hits now against our Talonflame, which is a really good matchup still for Talonflame. But we're going to have our Blaziken in that back. The main reason for this is the only way I can deal with a potential Bastion. Like, this is the only real way I can do that. Blaziken is, yeah, basically my answer for any kind of rock-type Pokemon that I have here as a potential opponent. It's still a very solid Pokemon, but like, of course, most of the fire-type Pokemon are not that strong in the current meta. The best 2 ones are clearly, of course, our Ninetales as well as the Talonflame. And here, Ninetales is actually going to be able to survive the close combat, which is kind of mad. And now the opponent's Primeape is in, and I think I can just shield and just fully farm them down. And just shield twice, I think I have to, because they double debuffed already. Rachel is coming through. I actually just gonna go for the charge move. By the way, those battles are 3 weeks ago. I don't know what is happening directly, but apparently there was the last Pokemon. That's why it didn't make sense to farm extra for the next Pokemon, because there's the next Pokemon. Okay, next opponent, we're going to have a Talonflame against us. Talonflame against the opponent's Torricus, which is gonna be a generally positive matchup in the equal shields, unless the 2 shields. I think 2 shields that can farm me down. But I get the shield advantage and swap out, and they go into the Feraligatr, and this is why we have the save-up of our Ninetales, because we have Energy Ball, which just, yeah, here they shield up the move. It doesn't really matter, because I can just use my shield, get to another move, knock them out, have alignment, which is super important, and that's why we use this Pokemon as our save-up. Like, that is kind of clear now why, because it makes a lot of sense. In comes Torricus, they could knock us out. I decided to use a shield because I don't really want to use my other 2 Pokemon, really. And I make a big mistake because it's still gonna be able to get to another move now. And they're gonna knock me out now. I thought they would have a less energy, but now it's down to Blaziken. But Blaziken is gonna take a lot of damage. I am forced to catch the move, which at least works out quite well. But it needs to be something that is weak to Blaziken in the back. I have a lot of energy. It is going to be that Electrode, and that is going to be a one-shot goodbye. And we're currently 3-1 with this team. Which you maybe didn't expect, because guess what? Fire-type Pokemon are not really that common and not that good other than Ninetales. And we have a Shadow Blaziken against like top meta, by the way. In the middle of this series here, I got up to 2,900 and something, and was in the first page of the leaderboards. Like, those battles are all not out yet. Actually forgot which team it was as well, but I have a few more recorded as well, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, basically this series went way better than I expected. I lost a little bit now. I actually tried to do some normal games today, and I just lost most of them with normal teams, not for the series directly. I was like, oh, fantastic. But I needed to come kind of back into the game as well after taking a very long break for at least my standards. So yeah, I kind of hopefully going to be back trying to do some more teams as well soon. I'm currently trying to do a triple normal type team, so that's how far I am in the series. I think we just had ground before as well. We have still ghost to go through, yeah, flying I think to go through as well still for this channel. So like there's still quite a few that I have already recorded, but I still have to do the videos for them. Anyway, we're going to lose this battle here. I would have needed the blast burn to knock them out, guaranteed, but we can move on to the next opponent. So we are currently 4-2. In comes Mantine. That is okay. Mantine is going to be a Pokemon where, yeah, I have nothing really. Like, I really have nothing against this Pokemon. Like, my best Pokemon is my Delete, I feel like, because I can kind of spam at least the flies against them. I will go for a bit of a risk by going straight for the Brave Bird now, but I think I needed to go for the risk now, and that worked out beautifully. Like, this is exactly what I wanted. I'm forced to use a shield because, again, water-type Pokemon, Water Pulse, I don't want to really get hit by it, and they go into the Marowak, and I'm like, I have not really great play here, please let this go. They don't, of course. They get the debuff though, and I can go for the Weather Ball. Should have maybe went for the Weather Ball first and then the Energy Ball, but like that's now in hindsight. But the opponent is going to go for their charge move, and I knocked them very, very low thanks to the debuff, I think, prior as well, which is great. And I'm going to be able to go into my Blaziken and catch the incoming Bone Club onto my Talonflame, which was the perfect play that I could do there. Like, this is literally ideal. In the back is going to be Umbreon, and I can just go ahead and go for the Brave Bird. Like, they allow me to go for the Brave Bird here. This is going to do a ton of damage, but now the issue is they are going to be able to farm me all the way down. Or are they? I can still go for another charge move. Is another fly enough to knock them out? Let's find out. It is not. We can go into our Blaziken. Can we survive a hit here? Blaziken is going to be still quite healthy. Last resort is actually going to be enough. I really didn't think it. I didn't really think that would happen. But here, we're going to have the Shadow Ninetales against us now. That is going to be a matchup that, yeah, we generally completely destroy. Like, we're just completely going to be able to destroy the opponent's Ninetales here. They have nothing really that they can do against us. And so I'm quite happy about this, where the ball's coming through. But then again, actually, like, if they just shield here, they would be able to get a shield from me as well. Again, like, yeah, it is positive, but here, for example, we actually forced to swap out. They still can go for a weather ball. I don't need to shield anything here. But yeah, we still have energy in our lead. Like, we are going to be grand. We should be able to get another charge over there as well. And they go to the Tinkaton. I guess they expect me to just have a triple fire team at this point. Maybe they saw that I did do this kind of monotype challenge. But, yeah, Weather Ball is, of course, being quite a solid play against this Pokemon. I use a shield. I think in hindsight, maybe I should have not done that and just rather kept the shield for my Blaziken. But I am going to catch the move here now onto my Talonflame, and I should be able to farm them down as well. Bulldoze should not be enough to knock us out. They go into their final Pokemon, which is going to be Melmetal, so they're going to be very weak to fire-type Pokemon. I drop my defense on purpose here in order to get out of this matchup faster, as now 90 is going to be able to go for the Weather Ball spam. They have practically nothing that they can do about it. I can go for another Weather Ball here. I shield this move up, so I get the KO because it's a CMP tie. And we will be able to win. I'm not even too sure if we're going to have to showcase our final Pokemon, the Blaziken. But no, we are, I think, 5-2 so far with this team. As we face off against a Melima. that is, like, so far, like, this team is already not going negative, which is already going to be great. But we're going to go up against the Malma here now. Foul play is coming through. I can go for Fly. Generally speaking, Malma is going to be neutral for 2 out of our 3 Pokemon, and we got them very low, so I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to get energy on my Ninetales, as Ninetales with energy is very, very solid in the current meta, as they swap out into their own Ninetales, and I can just go for the Weather Ball spam. This is not ideal directly, but it's also not that bad. Like, honestly, it's not that bad. I'd rather maybe go and swap out here soon, though, and try to keep my energy for a bit. I also can force most ID shield here with the Weather Ball or the Knockout. Like, I'm totally fine with either of them. Weather Ball's coming through, Weather Ball's coming through. That was the same P-type. They should have not got the free fast move in. They shield this move up as well. I am gonna try to catch the move. I couldn't catch the move for whatever reason. I didn't get a free fast move in either. Like, I feel like it's a bit laggy there. But I will let this move go and just hope the Blaziken can win this. I should swap out straight into my Blaziken, which I auto-swap basically anyway. They have Empoleon in the back, I win this. Blaziken wins against Empoleon all the time, as long as you have equal shields and energy. In this way, we have even an energy advantage, but with the Aura Sphere, we win this all the time. Like, this is going to knock them out right away. Nothing that they can really do here. And we have the final Pokemon that we already saw here, the Melamar coming through, no energy, no nothing, and the other one was the Ninetales, which had no play here anymore. So, 6-2? But Corsola is going to be a very tough one now. Why is Corsola such a tough one? Because they have access to a Rock-type Charge move, and they will knock us out. They go for Nightshade though, which makes way more sense in this case, because Corsola just wants to kind of be here and stall. And they shield this move up actually, which I find quite interesting, as I can go for the Brave Bird now. And they decide to let the Brave Bird go through, letting me knock them out while having energy advantage, Pokemon advantage now as well still, and actually not the worst matchup for myself. Like, mana, generally speaking, is very, very bad for this team. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that this is a good matchup whatsoever, but it's a matchup where at least I'm going to be able to hit them kind of back still. Thanks to the energy ball coverage, and I would like to try to catch the next charge move back onto my Talonflame. As I'm gonna let the move go, I can catch the move. This is beautiful, as now the Water Pulse is going to knock me out here, but I can go to my Blaziken as I swap out into the Tinkaton, and I'm just gonna be able to pressure them. This is of course not going to be a fire type move, it's going to be just the Aura Sphere, which they should let go, which they do, but the CMP type of course is going to go for the Bulldoze against us, and I'm going to be able to go for more and more fast move pressure. I can even get the charge move off here, which could have been a mistake, but actually it's going to be alright, because I use a shield, but I can still go for a fast move down, and they're gonna forfeit here, and we are now at 7-2. As we are going to see here as well, the Ninetales is going to go up now against the Annihilate. We have a very bad lead for ourselves. We don't have anything against that Lantern, and so that's going to be a bit more tougher. Like, this is actually now down to being S tier or A tier, by the way. If it's a 7-3, I think it's going to be A tier. If it's an 8-2, it's going to be an S tier in terms of our ranking later on. If you haven't seen my previous videos towards the series, I definitely would recommend you to check them out as well. I want to kind of organize them a little bit better on my channel as well, because I think it's a cool series to see on what is the best kind of mono-type team. So far we have a few S-type ones as well already, so it's kind of interesting. But here we're kind of getting hard-walled. We are going to end up with, I think, our Talonflame against the Lantern at this point. I'm not too sure if that's going to go well. I can at least knock out the Primeape here, but I'm forced that I need to kind of get to the Aura Sphere. If I don't get to the Aura Sphere, the game is over immediately. I do get to the Aura Sphere though, if I shield here. And what I should actually do is now shield, go up to the Aura Sphere and swap. This is perfect. I go for Brave Bird and I think I win. And I think with that, I maybe misplayed my, my ranking at the end. I maybe should actually change it. I thought actually the entire time I would go 7-3 with this team, but I actually went 8-2 with this team against a very unlikely team. So at the end, I actually ranked it maybe 1 too low. I might change it for like the next video now, but I was thinking the entire time, okay, it's gonna be a 7-3 now, but apparently this team was absolutely broken, and it's definitely something I maybe would recommend you to even give a try, because it was so much fun to play and so much fun to commentate. But look at this, like, yeah, I pulled now into the A tier, but I think it actually deserves to be maybe in the S tier, which I didn't expect. So quite a lot of types very high up here though, but there's still quite a few more to go, and we'll see you then. Bye bye.